Hi YouTube， 大家好，我是李維康。大家見到咧，我今日係有出外景啊。點解咧？因為我知道有一位身邊，我識到有一位身邊好犀利嘅人咧，佢而家係響馬來西亞嘅。咁我就有趁住去翻英國之前咧，點樣辛苦點幾夜都好，我都想約一約佢嚟同大家傾一傾偈。喺我身邊咧有 University 登堅嘅心臟科嘅首席教授，我哋有龍占才教授。
Wai Hong你好，大家你哋好。
龍教授，我其實聽過你嘅大名咧好多年㗎啦，因為龍教授係我哋雪龍回靈公會嘅醫學顧問咁樣都好多年咗，咁我都聽過你嘅大名啦。咁今日終於有機會咧就見到同你見面啦。
係咯，嗰陣時1996年到2004年，我就喺馬來亞喺馬大嗰陣時做教授同埋副院長。嗰陣時嗰幾年，我有認識咗回靈會館。我又嗰陣時有個機會尋根翻大陸，揾過我啲親戚，所以我very emotionally touched。
係啦，咁因為今次難得龍教授你其實翻嚟馬來西亞咧，你係要接受一個 honour， 咁呢個就係叫做 Kursi Diraja Tuanku Muhriz 嘅係嘛？係咁或者你同我哋大家介紹一下呢一個 Kursi 究竟係點樣嘅一回事啊？
So 呢個係叫 Tuanku Muhriz Kursi Diraja， 我英文就叫 Tuanku Muhriz Royal Chair， 就喺國大嘅。Tuanku Muhriz 係個 Negeri Sembilan Yang Tuan， 佢係 the Chancellor of 國大。So 呢個chair 咧係 new，and I am very lucky, honoured and humble to be the first recipient。攞呢個 Kursi Diraja for at UKM hugely， 我
都與有榮焉啊！可以識到啲咁犀利嘅人啊，所以真係多謝鏡頭後邊個鳳姐咧，佢同我講龍教授嚟咗咁樣，可唔可以揾你傾一傾偈咁樣？係Tuanku咧，佢點解要 set up 呢一個 Kursi 咧？
係咯，呢個 Kursi 係揾一個機會Kursi 嚟幫國大 ，but not just 國大。成個馬來亞嚟 uplift 研究 uplift 教學醫生 and uplift healthcare. So because Tuanku is a real leader in education and health, so it's a huge honor, very huge honor.
咁講下你自己嘅生平啦，係嘛？因為你本身係會點解去做行醫嘅咧，係咪？係咯，
好難講啦！呢啲好多人點知我讀呢啲，我讀嗰啲。不一樣嘢係嗰陣時，我細個嗰陣時喺銅錢路大，咁樣跟我媽去睇醫生，咁樣就睇到嗰啲醫生個係幫人，好大幫人 ，and 我哋英文叫 kind 啊，好有心。and 我係中意 science 咯，不過中意 science 係一樣嘢，我可以 apply 嗰個 science 嚟幫人，就係做醫係咁樣咯 ，apply science to 幫人。
同埋你揀咗一個相對比較冷門嘅，對喺我哋普通人嚟講比較冷門嘅一個科就係心臟科。咁龍教授佢其實係一個全世界好知名嘅一個心臟科醫生。你係有 over 400有400幾篇嘅一個disease 嘅 essays 喺，甚至乎喺嗰啲叫做好出名嘅苗耶刀都有有刊登過你嘅研究嘅。
不啲400個 papers 係有成40年咯，我而家就嚟畢咗業有差唔多有我1985年畢業，就差唔多有40年嘅咯。So 不過呢啲係有嗰啲機會arise for me， 我就喺蘇格蘭醫學畢業嘅，早就學業就喺蘇格蘭英國。不過1993年嗰時，我有個機會去到美國。美國個醫學就同英國醫學都好有少少分別。96年嗰陣時就翻嚟馬來亞，不2000年一年又翻去紐約 Columbia University。 所以呢個 travels 咧好慣咗噶啦，好多機會去幾個國家，即各個國家都我有認識人 ，introduce build networks，and 有呢啲 networks 就變咗有好多機會做研究。做研究唔係一個人做嘅，係我一班人。呢班人唔係就係喺蘇格蘭，呢班人喺成個世界嘅。咁而家呢個機會，今年咧就翻嚟馬來亞，又同埋一班人嚟一齊 build 我哋講 global networks 嚟做研究咯，好 exciting。
因為心臟科對我哋嚟講咧，普通人嚟講，我哋係好遙不可及咁樣。
唔係啦，
或者Professor 你先同我哋講下，或者可唔可以好 layman 咁樣同我哋講下你研究你嘅主力係乜嘢啊
？OK 啦，不過講真馬來西亞而家嘅 abilities 進步到好 very good。我本身做研究我就好喜歡做研究係心藥。點解個人個心要弱？大心臟病啊，我甜療啦，影響到個心藥。
心藥係
個心就打得唔夠 efficient 咯。
個心好 weak 咁樣樣。
好 weak 啊！我哋英文就叫 heart failure 啦。咁樣講真説話，我1985年嗰陣時畢業嗰陣時，冇咩好藥。而家40年嚟內咧，而家有4-5隻好嘅藥。1985年嗰時，一個人研究到有心藥咧，個 outlook 好差。而家2000年、24年個 invention 要幫到好緊要，好多病人可以 recover。我本身嘅研究有一隻藥係我有幫到嘅。就呢個研究嗰陣時1993年研究，而家呢個叫 Spironolactone 就可以幫晒好多人。嗰陣時1990年嗰陣時，我都有研究到，而家有一個抽一個血，好似 blood test 咁樣，可以係如果有人思疑有心藥咧，呢個 blood test 就可以 pick up， 就叫 BNP。所以呢個我覺得啦，好多人都係一樣嘅咁樣諗法。如果係嗰個心藥，平常我用做掃描噶嘛，我哋叫 echo。不過 echo 咧，你係嗰住喺好遠嗰啲地方，非洲啊，或喺黑龍井啊嗰啲好難嗰啲攞到掃描咧，咁樣呢個 blood test 可以幫得到咯。所以呢個我覺得啦 ，and a lot of people think it's a very important test。呢個 test 就叫 BNP。所以嗰陣時我1990年嗰陣時。我同我個教授一齊研究到嘅
呢個研究出嚟，我相信係救咗好多人嘅，係嘛？
and this has been considered as 我哋講好 impactful 咯，只有 impact 咯。because 有時做研究好多嘢做研究 you don't really 可以 impact 到嘅。For me 呢啲兩個研究到就 I feel in a humble way。has helped。
大家冇諗到，其實馬來西亞有啲咁勁嘅人。唔
係呢啲係唔係自己
係一個 team 嘅，係一個 team 嘅。咁喺其實
有個機會咯。
係咁，龍教授，你作為呢一個 Kursi Diraja Tuanku Muhriz 嘅第一個 recipient， 咁你點樣用你嘅知識同埋你嘅經驗咧，去做好呢一個 Kursi 咧呢一個位咧
？It's a good question。咁樣我。呢個啱啱攞到呢個 Kursi 係on 23號啦。咁樣我而家呢2-3個星期咧，我就見成15個 research group 喺各大睇佢哋研究咩，佢哋個 strength 喺邊度，有咩機會嚟 escalated， 有咩機會嚟 connect 各大同歐洲同美國 ，so very exciting。好多嘢做，而家 just the starting of，but it's only the beginning。
你覺得馬來西亞喺呢一方面啊，我哋有咩辦法？我哋有啲乜嘢不足，同埋我哋有啲咩 strength 係可以喺你嘅研究方面做出貢獻嘅
？It's a great question. It's a great question. 好多機會。我哋英文講叫 do a SWOT analysis。SWOT 係 S for strength。 W for weakness, O for opportunity, T is for threats。and 呢個2-3個星期我睇到好多 strength and 好多 opportunities。and what I should do is how to address areas that we need to improve on。有好多機會，好多難。而家我哋諗緊 ，because 一個大問題喺馬來西亞係我哋個甜療病，好多人差唔多more than 20% of people 有甜療 ，and 好多人好肥，多半有 half of Malaysians are fat。so 點解 ？and then 睇下呢個 fat 個 impact 係點。so 好多嘢做啦。Basically, there's a lot to do. This Kursi Diraja Malaysia is a wonderful platform for me to help Malaysia。
你覺得係馬來其實好多人係有甜尿病，即係呢一個係一個 fact 嚟㗎。係咪其實就喺馬來西亞先會有咁嘅現象咧？同埋
唔係就係甜尿係呢病痛係我哋叫 epidemic across the world。But Malaysia is one of the 我哋叫 epicenter。You know, so much we've got a problem, and it's multi-level. You know, 我哋食嘢啊，我哋 lack of exercise 啊 ，type of food 啊，24小時都有食嘢嘅。and 你喺嗰邊喺嗰啲媽媽嗰度咧，你想飲啲唔愛糖嗰啲冇咯，冚唪唥都沖便都有糖嘅。So this is a big 問題。The government is trying its best. Government 有 sugar tax. Is it working? The government 有 plan 叫 suku separuh， 即係唔好食咁多甜品。But 我正話喺食晏餐嚟，我睇嗰啲冚唪唥嘢都係甜嘅，好多糖，好多甜分嘅嘢。
呢一個亦都會影響心臟。如果你係
because 個甜尿個病痛係個心臟，係個血管嘅問題。個血管佢要影到個腰，就整到腰病咯。個血管影到個腳咧，嗰啲人冇血筋唔係幾好，起到心臟就心臟病咯。唔上到路咪有中風咯。所以甜尿係個 bad effect 係個 blood vessel effect。
我40幾歲而家照顧身體仲嚟得切冇啊？
唔會啊，不過你最好我知咯。我有機會係會 check 下嗰啲血，係會覺得成日飲水好渴咁樣，屙好多尿咁樣，我 check 下有唔有甜尿咯。如果係過咗一個人過咗40歲 check 腰啊、糖尿啊、膽固醇都好㗎。
係啊，我就好耐冇做過 body check， 好似基本上未做過。
好簡單嘅，好簡單嘅。
其實心臟病猝死咧，我身邊最近有啲我見過好多咁嘅例子。
我正話嗰日喺國大嗰啲心臟醫生有同我講，最近好多人舊陣時心臟病多數50、60嘅，而家30、40都有影響到。點解冇人了解？你自己咧？你自己嘅一個觀察，因為其實係真係30、40歲咁樣坐下，佢就突然之間走咗。咁我就even嘅生活習慣又 我諗好多種㗎啦。I mean 一個人有心臟病係好多我哋叫family history 啦。
family history
一個係 family history。Secondly 係我哋嘅 lifestyle， 燒煙啊。唔做運動啊，甜尿啦、膽固醇啦、血壓高啦、唔做嘢啦、肥啦，係these are the family matters 就我哋叫 non-modifiable 轉唔到嘅，第二啲嘢可以轉得到 modifiable。而家越嚟越好多新藥，膽固醇藥好多好新嘅。同埋可以落好多嗰啲都有。So and 研究medical research 好重要。It's not stagnant. It's moving all the time. And doctors also need to keep up to date. You know, on all the things. You know, cannot just medicine doesn't wait for you. Doesn't change. It's very moving space, very exciting. And that's why 我好 excited。 而家我都64歲，都 still excited。Still
moving and still contributing to the
as much as I can. If I can help, yes. And that's why you got Kursi Diraja di Malaysia in UKM Tuanku Muhriz one. It's a huge honor to be back in Malaysia helping.
Yes.
好多機會，我呢個2-3個星期，我最近琴日就見咗個 YB Menteri Kesihatan Zulkifli and we had a very good meeting, really good meeting with the YB. And we had many shared interests.
YB Zulkifli 係我哋嘅衛生部長。
係啦，and he was very 好多眼光 and very engaged and very impressive minister。
我都知道咧，我哋身邊其實都好多人話啦，如果要讀一啲喺馬來西亞喺醫學上攞得更好嘅成就嘅話咧，就不如出外國啦。咁你覺得而家馬來西亞嘅環境同埋你當時嘅環境最大嘅分別係乜嘢咧？有改變到咧？
改變到好多啦！呢40年變得好多。And I think it's must you cannot stay the same. And 而家我哋嘅 ability improve 好多。And I'm very excited to be part of it.
What makes this improvement?
I think many things. I think the narrative has changed. 而家it's not just about 做醫生嚟睇病，而家係知道係我做研究個研究嚟幫將來。Because it's changing, you cannot stay the same. 呢個 outlook is happening in Malaysia amongst the students, the young doctors, the professors at all levels. So it's very exciting.
Any advice that you will give to those 新嘅學生啊？如果係佢哋想又有興對呢個心臟科又有興趣嘅，你作為一個過來人嘅話，你有啲乜嘢
I think
advice 俾佢哋
？I think keep interested, curious, think of the future. 而家好似 AI 啦 ，AI is the one thing. So I think AI is I'm using AI. 我64歲 I'm learning to use AI。仲有咧係我哋叫 big data， 即是 big data 係即係攞我哋個病人個 medical records。So the YB Menteri Kesihatan 部長有講，我哋 think about using the electronic health records。我哋咁多百萬人嗰啲 data。用個 data 嚟做研究，嗰時你有100幾萬人個幾百萬人個 data， 用個 data 嚟做研究，嚟幫將來個 population。所以當YB 講到我同佢講嗰陣時都好緊張 ，very excited。
But the most important thing 係YB 佢有咁嘅諗法，咁佢有冇俾咁嘅 resources 你去
？He's going to do it. I think he's already investing, not to me, investing in the infrastructure. So he's good. I say keep interested, learn data, learn enhancing. Don't 冇讀死書 have to learn new things.
咁龍教授，你作為一個咁成功嘅 scholar 啦，咁你其實有冇啲咩人生嘅座右銘啊？阿 Miss 一啲座右銘點講啊？鳳姐，阿財哥，motto 係嘛
？My motto I think is be kind. Yeah， 做醫生我好依個舊屈嚟嘅，好深，好難教，好深。How do you make someone kind? So what I say is you show by example. Because 做醫生 is not about making money. It's about being kind and helping people. Very important. And all my students know that's my philosophy. It's about help and be kind. It's not about making money. sadly, I mean, a lot of 我哋馬來西亞人講successful doctors are the very rich doctors. I don't think it should be the case. A successful doctor is a kind and effective doctor. He may be rich, but being rich is not the yardstick. It's being good and kind. Okay, thank you.
有啲乜嘢你想同啲觀眾補充一下關於馬來西亞嘅醫藥啊、心臟或者甚至乎各樣嘅健康？
係咯，即係冇食太多咯，但做多啲 exercise。係估有咩病痛睇醫生早啲。我 check 下你自己個 health status。And then 第擺係估有咩機會？係估有機會見 ，I would love to meet you all。喺個街邊係估見到我 come up and say hello 就得啦。得。Hello, thank you。
今日 is a very honor to meet Professor。
And 我excuse me, forgive me， 我個本地話唔係幾好 ，but I hope you can understand me。
馬來西亞嘅廣東話、華語，我哋嘅 audience 其實都好multilingual。
Thank you.
This is a gift of the Chinese Malaysian。
But forgive me and thank you for your indulgence. Thank
you. Yes, my honor and
thank you。
真係好榮幸咁樣可以睇到龍教授咁樣同你傾下偈咁樣。
好啦，好好傾偈。
係 ，Thank you, Professor。
Okay.
All right， 咁這次的訪問就到這裡為止啦。這非常榮幸的，很高興的和龍占才教授呢談了那麼多。所以如果你喜歡我的影片的話，或者你覺得你這個影片可以對你有幫助的話，請 share 給你覺得需要讓他看到的人。那今天的影片就到這裡為止。如果你喜歡我的影片的話，請記得按 like 分享，還有訂閱我的頻道。再一次感謝龍占才教授抽空時間跟我們來談了那麼多。那我們下個影片再見啦，拜拜。
Good night。
25年前 Malaysia 邁出了追求新聞真相的第一步，從即時新聞到如今注重深度報道、數據新聞與互動內容的平台，他們始終堅持着一個信念：追求真相，監督權力，為弱勢者發聲。比如當年，當大多數馬來西亞媒體被迫對 1MDP 醜聞越發顯露的細節視而不見時，他們始終堅持不懈地一再披露真相。又比如黃龍強一案，除了有些媒體偶爾報道當權者的回應外，其他媒體都幾乎沒有報道。反觀當今大馬卻一直不斷追蹤，不斷向掌權者施壓，要求為黃龍強伸張正義。新聞獨立的背後是每一位讀者的支持，誠意邀請你成為當今大馬的永久訂戶，每個月一杯咖啡的價錢就能夠讓當今大馬持續維持新聞獨立、監督權力的立場。歡迎利用底下的連結呢，獲取高達25%的訂閱折扣，一起以行動來支持 Malaysia Kini。